Well, what's really cool is I think after doing Next to Normal last year, I think none of us expected that it would, people in the US would get to see it. So, anyone that sort of followed me from that onto this is really, really cool.
Yeah.
So, I'm really, really glad to be here.
How are you guys?
Good.
Yeah, question mark. I think we're okay.
Yeah.
Do we look okay?
You look amazing. You look like you just
Thank goodness.
started starring on Broadway in Hadestown. That's what you look like.
So we always begin with just a few words.
I don't want to generalize because I think everybody's experience of being queer is different. I think growing up especially, and it depends on where you grow up and it depends who you are, but I can say maybe from experience that I wonder if Wylan, he would have to protect his softness even more so. I think growing up queer often equals growing up armoured, and sometimes I think there can be a fear of being vulnerable because there are parts of you that are, well, in some parts of the world, illegal, which is outrageous. So I think those parts of Wylan might be harder to be at the surface, which is also why I love in the Rehearsal that doesn't exist, because it means Wylan can exist in these amazing spectrums of everything, and his queerness has never got in the way of that. So that's what I think would happen.
But I'll be so honest, I've been watching Next to Normal all summer. It's been in my ears so much. What has it been like transitioning from something to like that? Obviously, it was a few years ago, but the buzz has just been insane, into something like Hadestown.
Oh, thank you so much, personally. I mean, that means the world to me. It's such a gift. I never thought I'd get to do either of these things, you know? So I'm really, really grateful for all of it. And I think they sort of followed each other along. My first time in New York ever was to come and visit Casey after we'd done, Next Normal at the Donmar Warehouse before we transferred to the West End. I came to visit her and I saw my first Broadway show at the Booth, which is where Next Normal sort of started on Broadway. And it was transferred to, and it felt like a pilgrimage. It felt like I had to go to the Booth to see my first show, and then that sort of sparked my real want to work here. I never thought I'd even get to move to London, when I was growing up in Yorkshire, and so to get to come here was like such a distant dream. So to actually say that I get to be here now is super special. I have to say, I was really interested in the idea of this like Greek myth sort of hero who is really reluctant to be one. I like the idea of Orpheus being just a sort of everyman, one of the sort of workers in the bar that we set Hadestown in, who just happens to have this sort of, he's like a vessel to something that's much bigger than him, much greater than him, which I think is a very lovely metaphor, that when this sort of poetry comes to him, it isn't necessarily something that he's very confident in sharing, but it's something that he feels like he should. Yeah.
Bonjour, hello. I'm just really shy and nervous. Hi, it's really great to see you all. And like Dan said, I can recognise loads of people, so it's good to see you all too. And I hope you have a really great time, and I can't wait to spend some more time with you this weekend.
Roll the
credits. Roll the credits. Well, I think I'm learning, because I'm only sort of 3 shows in, and I'm learning how that happens, like how to navigate that aspect of it. I will say that Aeneas has written these. The music is so beautiful, and it's so like the music that I listen to and have always listened to, and those sort of folk influences. So when I'm warming up for the show, I'm listening to Bon Iver and Fleet Foxes, and I'm listening to other like wild. I could take you through my playlist, but it would be really boring. But like it's like, but I get it. Okay. But it's like that kind of music I love. So it's such a joy to be able to emulate that, or to sing from a try and find like my authentic voice through it. It's such a gift.
Pre-show pump-up song.
Mykonos by Fleet Foxes. Yeah.
Wait a minute, if I acknowledge that, I've always been dreaming that might happen. Thank you, audience.
I feel like you have a good answer for this.
Why?
Because your music is so Hadestown coded.
It is.
It really,
I
really
feel
is.
it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is like my dream show for lots of reasons. This is like musical heaven for me. I will say I am really in a Fleet Foxes resurgence at the moment. And I'm loving
Okay.
it. I'm listening to a lot of Fleet Foxes. I'm listening to a lot of Villagers. Now, this isn't actually different to my usual day-to-day life.
Hello. I cannot believe that that it isn't the last day, and we actually have 7 other days. I don't know how we're going to manage to keep the energy up, but we've got to try 7 more days. I can do it, you can do it. But it's really nice to see you all, so thank you so much for coming, and I can't wait for another whole week of this.
Well, I think the love between Orpheus and Eurydice, which seems so like wild to us and to an audience to see something so like instant, I think it speaks to the myth in that it's this like cosmic connection. Like I think as soon as he locks eyes on Eurydice, he knows like that is his whole future. That is now what he lives for.
It's unfortunate that obviously the world we live in is the way that it is, especially now. And right now we need to be lifting up all members of the LGBTQ community, especially our trans and non-binary brothers and sisters.
And it's a really fun challenge, and it's a gift because, you know, this is a very actory thing to say, but like the way that the musician, the sort of composer writes the voice, I always imagine that it's sort of, you know, they're giving you an idea as to the sort of where that character is at that point. And if he's singing an incredibly, could be vulnerable, could be possibly hard to support part of the voice, and then that gives you a pretty good insight into where that character's sort of psyche is. And also there's something really delicate and fragile about singing like that, which I think lends itself to the kind of poetry that Aeneas has written and the kind of poetry that she imagines Orpheus has written. So I think it all sort of goes together like that. I also want to take a moment to shout out CMAT because I'm really having a huge moment with her album Euro Country, which is one of the best albums I've ever listened to in my life.
Oh my God.
It's not actually Hadestown related, but you
No,
know.
and it
I mean,
doesn't
CMAT
have
would,
to be.
she would be amazing in the show, I will say. Like she would, that would be amazing. But this album is a masterpiece. It is a dream come true. It sounds so cliche, but it's been the most special couple of days. I can't quite believe it's happening. But I love it here. It's a really like special building, isn't it? And yeah, I feel very lucky.
I love singing Promises because I feel like it's like the moment where like...
That's my favorite too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we're so locked in.
So
Look,
locked
that was
in.
easy. That was an easy one.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I never thought that would be my favorite. I love the song, it's a beautiful song, but I didn't think it was going to be my favorite one, but it truly has been this whole week to do it. In context, it feels like a big release. It's great. I discovered the concept album that had so many people that I love, like Bonnie Veg, you know, Justin Vernon, and then this, I think it's the off-Broadway cast recording that has Damon Duano on it, who again, like another sort of idol of mine. I think the show has such a rich history of amazing like artists who've been involved with it. So I think getting to join, be a small part of that tapestry is like a really special thing. So I take that very seriously and I'm very grateful. Feel like I'm 14 again. I feel like I'm the boy who wanted to come and be on Broadway, you know, I never thought that was going to happen to me. You know, I grew up in a really cool town in Yorkshire, so I didn't even think I'd ever get to move to London, you know, so getting to do that was enough. You know, I'd always sort of imagined what would it be like to go to New York, what would it be like to be on Broadway. I never really thought it was going to happen. So I'm so grateful to be here and then to be in a show that I've loved for so many years and to be working for Aeneas and for Rachel, to, I'd say, friends of mine now who I respect so much. I mean, I couldn't ask for anything better than that.
Okay, well, I'm going to flip that question around a little bit and ask if you have your face
What
just
you
went.
hate.
What are you about to ask?
I went up to one of the writers and I said, you know, this is so cool. Would Wylan holding hands with Jesper in front of someone for the first time, would Wylan like look around to see who's looking before he did that, because I could put that into performance. And Christina, the writer of the episode, said, no, in this world, Wylan wouldn't look behind him to see if anyone's looking at him holding hands with Jesper. And like that, I think for me as a queer person, just meant the world to me, and I'd never, ever thought about a world like that before. So that's why it means a lot. Thank you.
I mean, I will say I'm an incredibly anxious person, so there's sometimes the like pace of the city, like I have to like be a grown-up and like be very intentional with where I'm like putting my energy, or I'll get completely swept up in it. But it's just like, it's amazing. And I've been visiting my friends in Brooklyn, I've been visiting my friends on the Lower East Side, and finding out what my haunts and where I like to spend my time. And it's really cool. I think what surprised me as well is that Broadway actually, the amount of geography it takes up is quite small. Like it only takes up, it's
like 10-ish blocks.
Yeah, totally, 10 blocks. And look, I have friends here working at the moment, obviously, Casey and Ben, my friends in Ragtime, and then also my friends in Operation Mincemeat, my friends who are coming in, Two Strangers, across the road from me at Longacre, and like all of these friends who are actually in really close distance to me. It's the community is a real thing. Yeah. So to get to finally be a part of that it means the world.
I think it's really, really, it's amazing to do a show here. I think there's such present like energy in the audiences in New York. I think I feel so close to everybody in the building there. There is maybe a slight reservation in audiences in New York. In London, you never really know if they're on your side until the end.
I can't release. I probably shouldn't say any secrets as to why I can see this, but I watch Flowers every night. As part of my track, I have to.
Yeah.
I have to. But I'm so grateful about it because it's very I think Morgan is can you cover your ears for a second?
Yeah, sure.
I think Morgan is like, it's like literally it's like she was destined to play it, and it's like masterful. I think what she does from day one, from the first time she did it, it was like, oh, that's ready, she's ready to be on Broadway. You can uncover your
sorry, I cheated.
I cheated. Betrayal.
That's so sweet.
He never said it.
Oh,
He never
I turned
said
around.
that.
I was terrified, of course, like absolutely terrified, beside myself, out of body. And then the audience was the most supportive, loud, engaged, kind audience. So really, really made it feel better. I actually felt better and less nervous than I did for the put-in earlier that day, where we didn't have an audience. It's just something about the connection that really made it so much better for us. So thank you, anyone who was there, for making that so much easier for us to sort of be involved in.
Yeah. Okay. How are the legs?
Are you okay?
They're good. I'm just going to roll backwards down the aisle at some point in this.
I hope you do.
How's this?
Whatever you feel.
Yeah,
perfect.
Is this good?
I
hope you keep this all in.
Favorite vocal warm-up?
Singing along to Fleet Fox's whole discography, I think.
Yeah.
That's my warm-up.
How's that?
Oh,
does that feel good?
does it feel
No,
okay?
but it's I can do
Does it feel better? Or you
Yeah,
prefer?
I think so. Let's do this.
I don't believe you.
And you shouldn't. We
Yeah.
had our first automation rehearsal, if you won't mind me saying, but it was like all of our cast were just like screaming out loud. It started going, we were singing, and we've been rehearsing it in the room, being really serious actors about the whole thing. And then
And then it just starts
it
going.
begins and it starts going, and all you could hear is, ah! It's just almost like just a complete chaos. Like, it's so scary. For me, playing the character, my interpretation is a little sort of window into how confident or not so confident he might be in sharing this kind of thing. Yeah.
When did this show first come into your consciousness, or know about the show, see the show, hear the show, any of that?
Yeah, well, I've been a fan of Aeneas for a really, really long time, and Bonnie Light Horseman and her music, and I found the concept album years ago with Justin Vernon from Bon Iver. So I'd always loved it, and then when it was at the National Theatre in 2019, me and my friend Emma went to see it, and we went to the green room and we met Eva and Reeve.
Yeah,
and,
of course.
So it's been like in my orbit for a really, really long time, or I've been in the orbit of it for a really long time, and I never thought I'd get to have a go. So I'm really, really grateful that it's now. I did a show, I did Next Normal, and that was, I think, as a score, just sort of all over the hardest thing I'd ever had to do. I've never had to sing like that before.
Oh, you're singing down.
Yeah.
Wow. There aren't words to describe like how grateful I am I get to make my debut in this show specifically. I'm a huge fan of Aeneas as an artist, and I think what she's made is so real and authentic, and it has so much heart in it. And I think after 6 years you can still feel that so much in the material. So to get to try to honour that and to try and honour the integrity of it and to try and uphold it is an ask, and I'm really grateful for it. And it's scary, but it's really, really cool. And I'm not alone here. I have with me a cast of super experienced people who it's not their first time with rodeo here, and they know what they're doing, and I feel really under the wing of so many amazing people here. So it's really cool.
Oh my god.
Take 5 tacks. Let me tell you something.
Oh no, I broke it like this.
No, that is.
Why?
No, it's fine.
Because it was like for some reduction.
I do want to say, I do think you can break it however you want. Listen,
Like I
rules are
did
made to be
that.
broken. Yeah, that's okay. It's not what I would do. I think he doesn't have a lot of boundaries. I don't think he's grown a big armor. Orpheus. I think he's pretty open.
Favorite song to perform in the show?
Epic 3.
I got so excited singing that again. I killed the mic out and punched myself in the face, which I did many times in Next Normal.
I got excited too, and then I realized, wait, I'm not supposed to look at you.
I'm sorry.
Also,
people
here's the
listening to us
water.
eat. That's like my worst nightmare.
ASMR.
I can't listen to people do that, so I'm so sorry. I'll try and eat really quietly, I promise.
As much as I'd like to imagine Wylam winning, and I might have said that before as an answer, in my old age now,
Since the last time we were here.
I'm wiser, and I maybe think as positive as I'd like to be, I don't know if that's the case. I think he'd have great strategy. I think he's very clear thinker. Well, sometimes. But he'd come up with something interesting, and I think he'd be hard to kill for lots of reasons.
It's a beautiful quality. I mean, he's referenced as being like touched by the gods, but I think what I love about him is playing this person who absolutely on the surface level you would never imagine to be a sort of Greek hero in a myth. Like, I think he is just a boy who has somehow this calling has landed on him, and he has maybe doesn't want to be the person who holds on to that amount of pressure and that thing to change the world, but somehow has become that person, and that's what's really cool about it. So I think being able to be thrown off by things is probably part of that. What is your point of view? And I can share mine.
This one right here was like, have you ever had?
What? No, sorry. Cut the camera.
The accent.
Is that how I sound to you?
Is that how I sound to you? No, my accent's actually awful.
It's really hard to do.
good.
It's really hard to do a show 8 shows a week with someone that you hate so
Yeah,
obviously
I know.
so much.
Yeah.
I love it personally.
Oh, firstly, I'll say I was quite nervous because playing "We Raise Our Cup" to him is quite scary for someone who's still learning the guitar. It's quite a scary thing to be part of your Broadway debut, to also be playing
The guitar,
especially that number. But I mean, it's such a connective moment, and to connect with Rebecca and Morgan at that bit as well. That's what I was leaning into. But I was very emotional. I spotted people I knew in the audience, and then it sort of felt real, you know. And it was a very, very cool thing. Also, I was exhausted as well.
Yeah,
but
totally.
so very emotional.
It's hard, I think, as actors, especially going into roles that have been sort of iconically played by people before, not to feel some sort of level of imposter syndrome or fear that you might let people down, or that that people have something that they're expecting to see. But I think sort of learning to be confident in your portrayal of something is definitely a journey.
I invented something that hasn't caught on yet.
Okay.
But I called it Take 5 Tacks, which was that daily, maybe there'd be a moment where you had to have one, because it is like a really good. It's really.
All right.
good.
Well, cheers.
Yeah,
I've
cheers.
eaten-
To
I've
Take
eaten
5.
all
Oh,
of
that's
mine.
okay.
Okay. Cheers.
Tell me what you love about him already and what you wanted to bring to it.
Yeah, I mean, what I love about him, I mean, it also extends to what I love about the production itself. I mean, the sort of world that Rachel Chavkin's built, and the way that Keenan and Emilio and the resident team here keep it going is this amazing sort of world in which the roles are able to be inhabited authentically by whoever's playing them. There is a blueprint, but it's free, as in they ask for your sort of self as much as you want to give it, and they're really open to how you want to explore the role. I mean, of course, I came to this show with like a million ideas of perspectives and points of view I wanted to try, and I mean that's what I like to do is come in from angles that excite me, but to come into something that's so evolved and so ready, and it works so wonderfully as it is, and is such a gift. So I love being able to explore something freely in the sort of safety of knowing that I'm in a show that works really well and people love.
First one is your go-to karaoke song. Oh.
We've already failed this. We've like waited like 2 hours. The Bed of Roses, Bon Jovi.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
It was the last one I did at karaoke. I wouldn't maybe be my go-to, but it's the last one.
Favorite Broadway show?
Oh, that I haven't seen? Spring Awakening.
Absolutely.
Favorite song to cry to?
Mama, I'm a big girl now.
Sobbing.
Morgan and I from the first day felt like I'd known her for years, and I mean I feel very lucky to have been able to see her begin to create her Eurydice in the room. I knew from the first day, I was like, God, the audience is just so lucky to see her do this. It feels like she was destined to do it, and I mean, I'm lucky I get to see it every night and then play alongside it.
Song that feels like New York City to you?
Any of the songs in Oliver and Company, the Disney film.
Okay.
The one that, is it Billy Joel who plays the dog in Oliver and Company? He plays Dodger the dog. I think so. This is maybe a bit niche, I'm sorry.
No, I love to learn.
I'm in Central Park. And he's on top of the taxi.
Oh my God.
That one. That's what I think about. And I try and watch that film when I fly into New York to get me to like lock in.
I'm also going to make a case for Zoya. Oh yeah. And also for Sajaya. If it was the cast, I think Sajaya would win. I can't think of anybody in the world who would want to fight Sajaya. And I also think she could really surprise us all and win the whole thing.
What was your first Broadway show?
Kimberly Akimbo. And Rebecca, who I've loved since I discovered her in American Idiot, and and since then, all these amazing things she's done. Kurt Elling, absolute jazz icon, who's giving me my sort of 101 in jazz after rehearsals in the bar. Like, he is just lovely. A wonderful, wonderful man, and so good at fostering a family sort of atmosphere, and so kind. And Paolo, who again, iconic, like Tony winner, like just brings such a gravitas and is also so kind. I'm just the luckiest guy ever to sort of get to play with them on stage. Personally, we've all created this little family, and it just makes every sort of thing we do, every milestone that we reach is together, which just makes it easier, doesn't it? And it's just special to create something like that.
Your guilty pleasure Broadway song?
Because it's hard to see what's considered as a guilty pleasure, do you know what I mean?
Right. You're like, I really love Broadway. I love theater. Nothing's guilty.
No, I think
I think the context makes it.
What about, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, I used to listen to chess sometimes.
Okay.
On the way to school.
You have a show to do tonight, like right on the stage. Yeah.
We do?
Apparently.
Really fire, really rapid.
Speed, really round.
What's really great about this show, and in particular, and with Rachel Chavkin and with Keenan, our resident director as well, is there's a huge amount of freedom to inhabit the roles sort of authentically as we want to, which is cool. There wasn't really you have to play it this way, and this is exactly what you have to do.
What are those keys to?
Oh.
I'm sorry, I have to break.
So I lose them all the time. This just came from rehearsals. If I have them on me, I can't leave them anywhere.
Just had to ask.
So that's why. And I leave them everywhere. What if we traded places
What if you gave some Orpheus and I gave some Eurydice for like a line?
Like a little wedding song.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'll be Eurydice though. I'm gonna do my best Morgan impression. No, I'm not. That's crazy. That's crazy. Lover, tell me if you can, who's gonna buy the wedding band? Times being what they are, hard and getting harder all the time.
And lastly, who do you raise your cup to?
People whose first Broadway or theatrical experience is Hadestown. I welcome them and I raise my cup to them definitely, and also my parents.
Where are we? What the hell is going on? The dust has only just begun to form crop circles in the carpet, sinking feeling. Spin me round again and rub my eyes. This can't be happening. When busy streets are messed with, people would stop to hold their heads heavy. Trains and sewing machines, all those years.